So welcome, brothers, and we're going to be doing a series of videos about this archetype of the mystic and how the mystic relates to us, especially as queer folk, especially as men who love men. And the way we'll do that, though, is we're having a 2-day workshop in which we'll use touch and pleasure to connect in and through our bodies, to get really present in our bodies through an ecstatic massage, and to take a journey together, an inner journey together. So if any of you have done kind of our ecstatic massage trainings before, this will be similar, only it will be focused on the themes that come out of the mystic. And the mystic is one who's really connected to all of creation. The native people have a word, mitakiwasan, that they use a lot. All my relations, that connection to heaven, to earth, to ancestors, to all of creation and creator, all within us and all around us, so that there really is no separation. And to the lie that most of us, especially that's being cultivated in our time, is about our separateness, about how we're all different, how we're all something other than. And thus, that lie keeps us from actually experiencing the gift of each other, and the gift of the earth, and the gift of especially these sacred bodies. You know, Walt Whitman, certainly a mystic poet and writer, said all bodies are sacred. You know, every cell of this body is sacred, every part of it, how it feels, how it smells, how it tastes. He understood that the divine is in every substance of us, every part of us. And it's that queer understanding of really knowing that in these bodies, I can touch, you can touch, we can touch together, and together we listen to a calling that's deep within our tribe to come forth and be all that we can be. So the mystics were visionaries. They were visionaries, they were healers, they were seers. They often had messages of heart to bring us back to that oneness, that there is no separation. And we're going to use this little archetypal tree image of tree of life as we do some of our work. But I tell the story of how early in my healing journey as a sexual abuse survivor, as a kid, you know, I did all kinds of work to change the stories that we call them body stories that reside in our bodies. And for me, this story was that I couldn't have pleasure without pain. And that was a lie. But it was a lie that got prompted there by an abuse experience I had as a kid. And so in this ecstatic massage, we'll offer you an opportunity of being touched in a variety of ways, and especially on the second day, doing breath work while you're really taking in the breath of life, like the tree, and expelling what you don't need. So that breath of life will awaken you to your purpose, awaken you to being more fully who you are, but awaken you so that you can drop the stories that no longer serve you. So for me, as an abuse survivor, that story that I couldn't have pleasure without pain was one that I worked hard on, and kind of did some culminating work with a group of men, much like we're going to do in this ecstatic massage, and got a group of men together where we did some ass play, and they focused on me as the abuse survivor to actually give me pleasure and just kind of be present with me as I opened up to the possibility of more ecstasy and dropping the pain that story had provided for me. And it was powerful. It changed. It was another healing piece. So what I know is that every time we touch each other, something changes. And when we touch with intention in safe and sacred space, many things can change. And sometimes it's subtle and sometimes it's quite profound. But on this weekend of the ecstatic massage, we'll be, having men lay on a table and touch the whole body as the brother is breathing. But some prep work the day before is we will actually do a little bit of focus around the ass and the shame that we may carry, or the ways in which we still feel separate, and letting some of that go. And to see what happens. There's no right agenda about this other than for us to build community together and really come into more of what we call our sacred calling of the mystic. So the guide this time will be the mystic as we do our 2-day event of ecstatic massage. We hope you will join us. It will be fun, it will be playful, it will be pleasurable, and it, I know, will open your heart to something deeper. Thank you and namaste.